Hello. I want to do a demonstration to confirm an answer to one of our exercises in the Celestial Navigation course. It's a transfer of a logbook record. Here's a logbook record that we need to transfer to find out what the latest DR position is. And so you have you've got to fix at log reading 685, then and at 685 your course 120, and then 737 you switch to course 135. That would be 52 miles later. And then here 23 miles later you switch to 145, and then here 36 miles later you switch to course 35. And then, but at what is your position at 796? That's what we're after. And we can do this with the STAR Pilot. We do not use the STAR Pilot in our course, but it remains essentially state-of-the-art for this type of computation. So I'm going to just use that for now. And then I also want to solve this 2 or 3 other ways to demonstrate this. It's a very important process going from logbook to DR, and one needs some nice dependable way to do it. So with the STAR Pilot, let me start with a setup. The setup page is here. And so we're going to start out with a DR. This is our DR position to start with. StarPilot uses a convention that a decimal and then the degrees. So that's 24 degrees, 47 minutes. And the minus is west, so that's 45:52. So that's where we're starting. And then we're starting with log 685. That's correct. And we're on course 120. That is the first one. Okay. So now I can go to DR, update the DR, and that's all the standard stuff to start with, right? 120. So now we want to go to log 737. So I go to 737 and compute that and update the DR to that position, and that's what's written here. That's how we got these numbers, 21. Now, from this position, then we are going... we're going 23 miles in direction 135. So now I change to 135, course 135, and I'm on 135, and I'm going to log 760. Compute. I'm going to compute it, update the DR, and then that's where we end up. That's where we end up after that second course. Now we do one more course change. We're going to one. Did I update the DR? Let me update the DR. Okay, I'm going to go to 145 course, and then the final DR position is 796. And I compute that. And so there's the answer. Let's see if that agrees. Yeah, that's the answer to the problem. 2335.2 north, 44 22.7. Okay, so that's at least, that shows you probably where we got the answer. So that's doing it with the STAR Pilot. Now you got to just assume that's all doing it right, because when you start trusting a tool that's so convenient like that. Okay, so let me just close that for now. That's done. And let me then bring in another solution just to look at this before. I want to do it a couple other ways too. There has been some doubt about this answer, so I want to be sure that it's understood. And so here is plotting really a very nice navigation program, qtVlm, and I've plotted out that position, and I've actually put range rings on there at these precise distances, which were what? 50, 52, 23, and 36. So I've got exactly the right range. So you see, if I take this leg, that's the first leg, 52 miles in 120 direction, 120.0 direction. Then I go down here. What do I have here? 23 miles in 135 direction. And then what do I have here? The 36 miles in 145 direction. And then the answer is here. Right-click, edit. And so that is, let me pull this over here. That gives us 23 degrees, 35.1, 23, 35.2. I mean, that's as close as we can get. Even plotting with a fancy tool like this, you're going to be off a tenth or two. And then here is the longitude, 44 degrees, 22.3, and we had over here, when we do it numerically, 22.7. So that's about, you know, with drawing these lines and angles on the charting, they could be off just a little bit, but you know, you can only. Okay, that's the way that is. So that's two methods. That's one that's calculating the answer with the StarPilot numerical solutions, and then this digitally plotting out. The way you plot here is you would make what they call a pathway, create a pathway, and then you say append the POIs, and you go here, 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 escape. Then you can drag these around to make them exactly what you want in distance and bearing and so forth. Okay, that's the way I drew that one out. So it's, in a sense, that would be called electronic plotting versus computing. But we have a couple more solutions to demonstrate that this answer is right. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Thanks.